There's been an increase in semigration from Gauteng to coastal areas around the country. The trend has now led to a shortage of residential units in parts of the Western Cape and raised property prices. Better still, the residential property sector along the coast is expecting the eventual drop in interest rates to boost activity in the market. Further, joining us for more on this, I'm joined by John Loos, a senior economist for commercial property finance at FNB. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, John. I think, first and foremost, let's talk about the semigration and the impact thereof, especially when it comes to the Western Cape. We spoke about those residential units, but particularly coastal towns like Plettenberg Bay, Knysna, and the list goes on.
Yes, I think there's a few things happening here. I think it's first to emphasize it's not just about the inflow of highly skilled people, middle to higher income people, and often affluent retirees driving demand. But it's also that the Western Cape has this ability to retain that skilled and higher income labor better too. So there's a net inflow of people. Those going out is less than those going in, whereas in places like Gauteng, it's a net outflow. So that's important. It's the net, it's not the gross. What's also important, I think, to understand what's happening now is that the city of Cape Town has become big, it's become crowded, and it's become expensive. So there is also a search for new semigration destinations in recent years. Down in the Southern Cape, yes, you mentioned Plettenberg Bay, George, Knysna, all along the coast there, beautiful part of the world. And of course up the west coast as well. So semigration is, as time's gone by, has spread out across the Western Cape province, and Northern KZN coast for that matter. And they look for new destinations as the traditional destinations become more crowded and more expensive as well.